growing with them. And when I keep a childlike heart, I am more curious. When I was asked to describe myself with one word, I said, I am very random. I love random things. Knowing about fun stuff or even the weirdest stuff, I like them.
Ladies and gentlemen, candidate number 5. Hello, maayong hapon, candidate number 5. How are you doing this afternoon?
I am good. Good afternoon to you, Gray.
Yes, and we're all very excited to hear your answer from the questions gikan sa ato ang media partners this afternoon. But before that, it was very interesting when you mentioned that at a very young age, you're already very financially aware and you're an advocate for financial education, even among your peers. So why is that so?
Growing up, we were really taught to be independent. We were taught to save up for things that we want to have. And so that's one thing that I even want to share with others. You know, when you save up for the things that you like, it gives you a more fulfillment. You understand it better, you appreciate it better, and you value things more when you truly, truly work hard for it. Thank you.
I absolutely agree. I absolutely agree. We can learn a lesson or two from this girl right here. All right, you may now pick a card. And the question will be coming from the OCA, Mr. Oliver Egipto.
Mayong hapon, gabi. My question is, Cagayan de Oro is, we all know that Cagayan de Oro is known and branded as the City of Golden Friendship. And with this distinct brand, what to you is the meaning of that and how do you embody kanang na to nga dahigalaay, the City of Friendship?
How do you embody the City of Golden Friendship?
First, I would like to greet you a very good afternoon, sir, and maayong hapon, mga higala. One thing that truly symbolizes the City of Golden Friendship is our smile. Just like when I went inside, I presented myself with a very big smile. Just as when I came in, people smiled at me. It was very welcoming. And that I believe is that is the very brand that makes us the City of Golden Friendship. We come in with smiles, showing others with love, and we show them each places with grace, with passion, and even in unity. Thank you.
Thank you.
Well done. So in the City of Golden Friendship, you come in with a smile and you leave the city with a smile as well. Good job. Thank you so much, candidate number 5. Let's give her a round of applause, please. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we're down to our last candidate for the first half of the 12 candidates of Miss CDO. We have candidate number 6.
Hello, my name is Christine Campion, representing Barangay Bulwa. I'm a Zool career professional. I currently hold 2 roles, Senior Quality Evaluator and Quality Operator. You know what, balancing both positions really taught me the value of precision, adaptability, and commitment in everything I do. Last year, I joined Miss Universe Philippines Cagayan de Oro as an official candidate from Bulwa and proudly placed 2nd runner-up. You know what, that experience really helps me grow in confidence and represent my community with pride. My roots keep me grounded. I was born in Camiguin and raised in Salay, Misamis Oriental, and developed into who I am today here in Cagayan de Oro City.
Candidate number 6, ladies and gentlemen, maayong hapon. Candidate number 6. So you are a woman of many hats. You have a very, your career flourished. Plus, you represented Cagayan de Oro and your barangay well in the recent Miss Universe Philippines Cagayan de Oro. So how do you do it all? For the people who are listening right now who are struggling to organize their days, how do you balance and how do you do it all?
Yeah, it's actually challenging, especially that I have a job and at the same time, I'm joining a beauty pageant. But, you know, joining beauty pageant needs commitment, courage, and at the same time, sacrifices. So, one thing I can share to you guys is, I think time management. Because you can manage everything if, you know what's your time, when you can go, and, manage everything.
Everything is possible when you manage your time well. Thank you. Okay, your question will be coming from. Are you ready? Mindanao Daily News, Mr. Mark Francisco.
Good afternoon, Christine. My
Hi.
question would be,
Hi.
both-
Mayong hapon.
good afternoon. Both of us are coming from Barangay Bulwa. So my
Yes.
question would be, what are the best practices in Barangay Bulwa which can be replicated in the whole city? Thank you.
Thank you, Sir Mark. But first of all, I wanted to say good afternoon, mga kahigalaay. Anyway, so one thing that I can share to every Cagayanon people is that every Bulwaanon is hospitable. And you know what? They're embracing smile and welcoming a presence is the best thing that we could offer to whole Cagayan, but not just in Cagayan de Oro, but to the whole nation. Because I believe that Bulwaanon is also known as Cagayanon. And we all know that Cagayan is a city of golden friendship. And that's actually the best thing that we could offer to the world, that Cagayan de Oro is not just a city of golden friendship, but also a city of golden people. Thank you.
Thank
I
you.
love that. Not just a city of golden friendship, but the city of the golden people. Daghan kayong salamat, candidate number 6. Let's give her a round of applause, please. Ladies and gentlemen, you've already met our 6 stunning candidates, the first batch of this year's Miss Cagayan de Oro. And before we introduce to you the second batch of this year's candidates, we would like to remind our partners from the press, you will have to vote for your favorite candidate to win Darling of the Press this year. The members of the press, vloggers, and influencers will be provided an official vote slip later on. You'll be filling this out and you'll be voting for your favorite candidate to win Darling of the Press. Our registration team will assist you in voting, and with that, ladies and gentlemen, before we proceed, I would like to thank our sponsors once again. Climbs Life and General Insurance Cooperative, Smart Communications, Ayala Mall Centrio, Erica Shoeline PH, New Dawn Hotel Plus, Parasat HD, Ciao Bella, Eduardo Diego, Nature Spring, Rosario Pavilion, the Oro Fashion Designers Guild, Professional Makeup Artist John Steinman, Eclectic Image Fashion Studio, Kiko Domo Fashion Design, and Alma May Roa. Daghan kaayong salamat for your support. Ladies and gentlemen, here are your second batch of candidates for this year's Miss Cagayan de Oro, starting with candidate number 7.
Hi, I am Shades Delar Nunes, 18, proudly representing Barangay Macabal. Love has lots of forms, and love for me is this. I came from a broken family. My parents separated when I was young. But my father and my stepfather get along so well, and so does my mom. They even watch my pageants together, and through their love for me, they never made me feel like our family was broken. And I am beyond blessed to feel a love that's not selfish, but a love that's unconditional and pure. This may not be the same for everyone, but I hope that we get all the love that we deserve. Emer Vince Omnia, love conquers all.
Candidate number 7. Hello, good afternoon. I love the entire look. Who should we thank for this wonderful creation right here?
Well, first of all, good afternoon, everyone. This outfit is actually inspired and integrated by Malong. And this collection features contemporary pieces like my orange jumpsuit and my oversized jacket. And I would like to shout out Sir Joshua Gaboni, my designer for this outfit. Thank you so much, sir. I am deeply blessed.
Very, very, very stunning. Now, I heard that you're quite a romantic, candidate number 7. So, in terms of love, for those of us who are still searching for that right kind of love, what kind of love should we deserve?
A love that's not forced but genuine. In this world full of apathy, love is most unlikely given. And I truly believe that the love that we have reflects the beauty that we share to other people. Thank you.
Wow, know your worth, Lira. All right, so you know the drill. You have to pick a question from one of our partners from the media. All right. From the City Tourism Office, Kim and Nobio. Hello, Miss Chrysler.
Hi, candidate number 7. Good luck. Here's the question. What cultural tradition or an event in our city are you most proud of, and how would you highlight it national or internationally?
Could you say that again one more time? Thank
Again,
you.
what cultural tradition or an event here in our city are you most proud of, and how would you highlight it nationally or internationally?
That would be the Charter Day. Our Charter Day was on June 15, 1950s. It was signed by our late President Elpidio Quirino, if I am not mistaken. And I am very proud to say that our Charter Day shapes what Cagayan de Oro has today, and that is the golden friendship. because golden friendship reflects resilience. Because we all know that today, Cagayan de Oro has lots of most crucial issues, including HIV, flood, and everything. And what we can do is that, as an ambassadors of Cagayan de Oro, of course, natural disasters are inevitable. HIV can be prevented by education. And I think Charter Day, that is something we should be most proud of as Cagayanon. Because without that, Cagayan de Oro will not have its golden friendship. And I hope that everyone here standing right before me would have that golden heart. A pure heart to serve for not just for themselves, but for other people. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Candidate number 7, is it true that we should appreciate and learn from the past to be successful in the future?
We all learn from our past. We all make mistakes. But what matter is, we learn from them.
Daghang kayong salamat and thank you for sharing light about the Charter Day of Cagayan de Oro. Without it, we would not be here today as one of the leading highly urbanized cities of the country. Daghang salamat, candidate number 7, and again, you look absolutely stunning. Ladies and gentlemen, we now have candidate number 8.
Hello, my name is Gunath Chad, born and raised in Barangay Lapasan. I am the proud ate with a 20-year age gap from a baby sister, a built-in bestie who constantly reminds me that love, patience, and the little silliness matter. Being a beauty queen runs in my blood. My mother was crowned as Binibining Lapasan 2000 and a runner-up on the Miss Cagayan de Oro 2001 pageant. And many say that by stepping into the world of pageantry, I am continuing her legacy. Well, that may be true. I am here not just as a daughter, but as a woman writing her own story. I carry her legacy with pride, but I am here to carve a path that is uniquely mine.
Ladies and gentlemen, candidate number 8. Hello, candidate number 8. You know, the moment you walked on stage, there was collective, there was silence. Murag command gid mo ang attention when you stepped on stage. Would you like to thank your beauty team for, gracing us with this absolute stunning look this afternoon?
I wanted to thank my team, Sir Juniel Doring and Sir Lee. Thank you so much for making me beautiful and feel beautiful today. So I chose this color black because it symbolizes my character, bold and strong.
Bold and strong, and of course, we're looking forward to your journey in Miss CDO. Now, you mentioned, Kaganiha, that you come from a family of beauty queens, but at the same time, you want to create your own legacy. Is there pressure in this?
Of course. Actually, for those who don't know, my mother was Binibining Lapasan 2000 and was a runner-up on the Miss Cagayan de Oro 2001 pageant. And yes, I am here as a daughter, but I am here as a woman carving her own story with my own dreams, my own passion, and my own voice. But of course, I am still very pressured to follow her footsteps. But yeah, I feel so confident, a little pressure, but confident.
I love and everybody's of feeling your confidence right now. Okay, please pick a question from our friends from the press. From Brigada News FM, Arniel Dablo.
Hello, good evening. Brigada Arnel from Brigada News FM Cagayan. My question will be, how AI or artificial intelligence affects the community nowadays?
How does AI or artificial intelligence affect our daily lives? Am I right yet?
In this digital age, the use of artificial intelligence has both pros and cons. On some instructors or some universities, the use of artificial intelligence has been encouraged because at first it adds knowledge to us, but also it causes us to depend on the artificial intelligence. And as Miss Cagayan de Oro, I am here to urge my fellow Cagayanons to use it responsibly. We are Cagayanons and we are knowledgeable and we should use artificial knowledge. Just a little push, but let's not depend on it.
Well said, because technology should only be a tool. Daghan kayong salamat. Well done, candidate number 8. Ladies and gentlemen, let's have candidate number 9.
Mayong adlaw, Cagayan de Oro City. I am Francine El Simon, 24, and representing Barangay at Pescatanico. I am a dancer, and I started really young, at the age of 4. And with that, I started with ballet, and I believe so that this really helped me with flexibility and was the very core and foundation of my dancing journey. I am a woman of engineering. I'm currently taking up chemical engineering at MSU IIT, and with that, I believe so that passion and career knows no gender. With that, whatever you put your mind into, I believe so that you can achieve it. I am a family person. I love to be with my family and to spend a lot of time with them and to help them as much as possible. And with that, I help take care of my 94 years old grandfather who's there at home. Hi, Tay. And also at the same time, I help out with a family farming business. And whenever my mom is too busy to do things and to do her responsibilities for the farm, I would hop on our bongo truck and drive it and bring with me our carabao and deliver it to the farm.
A round of applause for candidate number 9, please. Hello, candidate number 9. By the way, she is the first ever candidate from FS Catanico. What made you decide to join this year and represent your barangay?
So what really pushed me to join this year, aside from the fact that it's going to be the 60th year of Miss CDO 2025, is the mere fact that I am standing in front of you all because I am supported by the people from my barangay, the local farmers of Cagayan de Oro City.
I'm sure they're very, very proud to see you here on stage representing your barangay very well. All right, are you ready for the question from the press? Okay, let's pick a card right now. The question will be coming from Magnum Rajo Jane Luna. Do we have a representative of Magnum Rajo? Yes, all right. Are you ready? Always.
Hi, I'm Jane Luna from Magnum Rajo. My question is, how do you think you can help to solve discrimination against LGBTQ?
Sorry, could you please say that one more time, ma'am?
How do you think you can help to solve discrimination against LGBTQ?
How do you think you can solve the discrimination against the LGBTQ?
I think with whatever conflict that we are facing as of today, what really boils down is the respect towards another person. Because if we learn to respect what this other person believes and what they want to pursue in their life to become the happiest person that they can be, again, I think that would really help us solve any issue at all and put out peace to the world. It wouldn't really hurt to become a little more respectful and loving to your isig katao, di ba, Miss Gray?
Absolutely agree, and we should respect everybody regardless of gender and identity. Daghan kaayong salamat, candidate number 9. Thank you so much. And again, we would also like to thank our fairy godmothers, our makeup artists, our stylists, and all our friends and family from the LGBTQ. Daghan kaayong salamat. Without you, walay mga kandidata. Daghan kaayong salamat again. All right, we have candidate number 10.
Hello everyone, hello mga higala. My name is Virginia Gokagchi, 25 years old, representing Barangay Bulwa. When I was 15 years old, I actually joined my very first pageant and luckily won my very first round, which was Mutya ng Bulwa 2015. When I was 18, I joined my first national pageant and was crowned as Miss Philippines Earth Water 2018, and at the age of 22, I was crowned as your Miss Chinatown Philippines 2022. I actually love science. With that, I actually graduated with a degree of Bachelor of Science in Biology and is now currently studying as a medical student at Xavier University, Dr. Jose P. Rizal School of Medicine, hoping to one day serve my fellow Cagayanan, not just as a future medical doctor, but as your next Miss Cagayan de Oro.
Candidate number 10, ladies and gentlemen, maayong hapon. Burge, as your friends call you. So Burge, you are not a stranger to beauty pageants. In fact, you have made us proud in other national competitions as well. But it's your first time, am I right, joining Miss Cagayan de Oro. How does it feel to join Miss CDO for the first time?
Well, you know what, Gray, as I've shared, before anything else, I would like to say hi. Good afternoon, mga higala, of course, to our guests and to our media partners and to everyone who have shown their support here this afternoon. Happy Independence Day, and thank you so much for coming and celebrating with us during our Miss Cagayan de Oro press presentation and, of course, public presentation. Going back to your question, Gray, as you know, as I've shared to everyone, I was 15 when I was crowned as your Mutya ng Bulwa, which was 2015. But just a little background about me. When I was in grade 5, I was actually part of the Drum and Bugle Corps for Liceo de Cagayan University. I paraded the streets of Cagayan de Oro, and then there I saw our beautiful Cagayanon beauty queens on to join Miss Cagayan de Oro. It has been my childhood dream to be part of Miss Cagayan de Oro organization. And to be honest, Gray, I am beyond happy and proud to represent Barangay Bulwa in this year's 60th edition of Miss Cagayan de Oro pageant.
We're looking forward to the coronation night, seeing you on stage. Okay, Burge? Let's pick your media partner. They will be asking you a question. All right, the question will be coming from IFM, Miss Menzi Montez. Maayong hapon, Miss Menzi Montez.
Good afternoon, Miss Virginef.
I am Enzi Montas from IFM Orman Cagayan de Oro. My question is, recently, the city, particular in Barangay Kamamanaan, are the most affected barangay in urban flooding in Cagayan de Oro. For you, what is the solution of the urban flooding here in our city?
Good afternoon, Ms. Menzi. As we have been observing, there has been a lot of heavy rains that is currently happening in Cagayan de Oro that caused particular flood, most especially in Kamamanaan, which just happened a few days ago. Ladies and gentlemen, I believe that our government is doing their best, most especially our current administration, in addressing issues. There has been a lot of cleanup drives in different creeks right here in the city. And that is why I also believe that us Cagayanon should be part of the solution, because amidst our cleanup drive, as we can observe, there has been a lot of trashes that we can observe during this flooding. And this flooding, these trashes or this waste that we have seen can actually cause flood in different areas here in Cagayan de Oro City. That is why, mga higala, I am urging everyone to be a responsible Cagayanon, because hand in hand together with our government, we can definitely progress. At the same time, as a candidate for Miss Cagayan de Oro City, I am hoping to advocate for the Project SHE, which stands for Service, Health, and Education. Together with our administration, I am hoping to be of service to my fellow Cagayanon, not just for both health and education, but for our environment. That is why, once again, mga higala, let us be part of the solution and not a problem. Daghang salamat.
Thank you.
Well done. Thank you so much. Cagayanon, beauty and brains. Daghan kaayong salamat. Candidate number 10, be part of the solution. Ladies and gentlemen, we're down to our last two candidates. Help me welcome on stage candidate number 11.
Mayong adlaw, mga higala. My name is Francine Rashida Baba, representing Barangay Magasandig. I am a proud graduating nursing student, ready to live the life of service and compassion. Second, I was born with gastrosclerosis. This is a rare condition, which means I don't have a belly button. But while other people view this as unusual, I view this as my symbol of courage and strength, because this is something that I carry with me, and this is something very unique to my name and to my existence. Third, my name is a beautiful blend of meanings. I was named after Dr. Rashida, the doctor who helped me survive, and from Francine Pascal, my mother's favorite author. It is a name that carries science, survival, and of course, storytelling, which is exactly how I live my life. Not every beauty queen wears a crown. Some of them wear courage stitched into their scars.
Candidate number 11, ladies and gentlemen. Maayong hapon, candidate number 11. How does it feel to be hearing everybody? Kunya karon, finally it's your turn.
I feel very honored that a lot of people have put their faith and their trust in me. And I am very happy as well to see so many familiar faces, to see my loved ones, and to see the people that I have reached out to in terms of lacking faith in myself. These people are my backbone, and I am very lucky that I have them in my life here today. Thank you.
Very, very inspired. Now, you spoke of living as a survivor. Now, what is your inspiration sa atuatanan, sa amuatanan, so everybody watching, especially among your peers, what is your inspiration to live life to the fullest and to live it with courage and grace?
My number one inspiration in living my life
to the betterment of course, myself, is my family members. I have been raised by a single mom and, of course, another single grandmother. And I wish to give them the life that they deserve. And by standing in this stage right now, I believe that I am embodying and I am showing my mother and my grandmother's love and their strength by being here today. And also, as a candidate of the 60th year, for this diamond year, I believe that the diamond symbolizes strength and resilience, which I have grown up with my mother and with my grandmother. I am here to symbolize not only a diamond, but also my family's love. Thank you.
Two women in your life, I'm sure, are very, very proud of you this afternoon. Okay, now let's pick a card, and our media partner will be asking you a question. The question will be coming from the Department of Region 10, ARD, Mr. Decius Yoyong Esmedalla. Hello, Sir Yoyong. Maayong hapon.
Hi, maayong hapon and mabuhay, candidate number 11. Today we are celebrating the 127th Independence Day of the country. What is the relevance? Why do we have to have this special day?
I think the relevance of celebrating Independence Year every single year, of course, is to remind ourselves that we have learned from the past, to remind ourselves not just as a community, but as individual people here today, that we can also be free from our past, from our self-doubts, from the past versions of ourselves that did not believe that we could be here today. Independence Day is not only for our community, but it is also for every Cagayanon here today who did not believe in themselves. And I, as a candidate, I am here to embody and to, of course, empower everyone to break free from the past versions of themselves and to be independent of the version of you who did not believe in yourself in the past. Thank you.
I love the way she said that. Daghan kay salamat, candidate number 11. Break free from the past to be your best self in the present. Well done. Ladies and gentlemen, we now have our final candidate, candidate number 12.
Mabuhay and mayong adlaw mga higala. I am Rian May Margaret Waban, 22 years old, from the vibrant and dynamic Barangay Kamamanhan. My journey in pageantry began in 2018 when I first graced the stage of Miss Kamamanhan. A moment etched in my heart forever as I was honored to the crown. That very experience ignited a flame within me. For 7 years, I proudly walked the runways, not just to present beauty, but to be a voice for a purpose. Through partnerships with the local government units and non-government organizations, I have immersed myself in community works, touching lives and building dreams, one advocacy at a time. Beyond the glitz and glamour, I stand as a civil engineer, a proud graduate of the Bachelor of Science in Civil Engineering. The world of sports is not my playing field, but I have found my rhythm in the arts. I sing, I dance, and I pour myself into artistic expression. I may not score goals and make hoops, but I win hearts through performance and creativity, showcasing that talent comes in many beautiful forms.
Ladies and gentlemen, our last candidate, candidate number 12. What a sight to behold. Now, before I officially ask you a question, would you like to thank your glam team?
Yes, good afternoon, everyone. I would like to thank my core team, which is the Charms and Queens Beauty Camp, especially Miss Charmel Ibanez Rivera, Sir Justin Pimentel Babacol, and of course my hairstylist, Miss Ria Neves.
And who are you wearing this afternoon?
I am wearing a fabulous outfit from Tita Hilma Kaibay, and it is a Filipiniana-inspired modern long gown, which is also in commemoration of the Philippines Independence Day.
Thank you so much. And you are the last candidate, no? I always ask this question sa mga last candidates in any beauty pageant. You heard all the answers. You saw how everybody did their pasarellas, and you saw how the audience interacted with each and every one of your competitors. How does it feel to be the last candidate?
I actually feel so proud with all the 11 ladies who took courage and took the step to become a Miss Cagayan de Oro candidate. And I, as well, is also inspired from their life stories. And I also do believe that I hope that my life story will also echoes to yours.
Thank you so much, candidate number 12. And now let's pick your media partner. Take a deep breath. All right, your question will be coming from Metro City of Philippines, Mr. Tom Odasco.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon po.
The internet is the source of all information, right? So if you encounter someone who has had experience with internet or social media, how are you going to...
Sorry, Mr. Odasco, could you please repeat the question? Thank you.
Yeah, the internet is the source... Hello. The internet is the source of almost every bit of information, right? So if you encounter someone who's never had social media or internet all his life, how are you going to describe Cagayan de Oro City?
So if you've met somebody who has never had social media or no internet at all, how would you describe our beloved Cagayan de Oro City?
It is true that not everyone is chronically online, and now that we live in a digital age where everything is so easy through the social media platforms. But before, we do not have this tool. And I believe that we can describe how the beauty of Cagayan de Oro orally through different stories to tell, especially to the tourists who visits here in Cagayan de Oro. And I believe that also indicates that regardless of whatever means or platforms that we have, if we really have the dedication to be proud a Cagayanon, then we can also describe Cagayan de Oro in different language, platforms, and means. Thank you.
Daghang salamat, candidate number 12. Describe Cagayanos, describe Cagayan de Oro through real stories from our people. Am I right? Daghang kayong salamat, candidate number 12. And let's give our 12 lovely candidates a round of applause, please. Wow, this is one I have hosted the press and public presentation of Miss CDO over the years. And I must say, without bias, Kinig Yud is one of the most competitive batch of candidates I've seen. Agree or disagree? Agree, yes. And our judges, our media partners, our friends from the press are also, I think, in my opinion, will be having quite a difficult time choosing the winner for the darling of the press. Now, before I proceed, I'd like to thank again our sponsors, Climbs Life and General Insurance Cooperative, Smart Communications, Ayala Mall Centrio, Erica Shoeline PH, New Dawn Hotel Plus, Parasat HD, Ciao Bella, Eduardo Diego, Nature Spring, Rosario Pavilion, the OFDG, or the Oro Fashion Designers Guild, Mr. John Steinman, Professional Makeup Artist, Eclectic Image Fashion Studio, Kiko Domo Fashion Design, and Miss Alma May Roa. The press. And the winner will be announced during the coronation night. Now here, I would like to reiterate the voting mechanics. Our friends from the press will vote for their favorite candidate to win Darling of the Press. Members of the press, vloggers, as well as influencers will be provided an official vote slip to fill out. And the votes will then be dropped in our official poll box. The registration team will now assist you in voting. And to help you in making that decision, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to call back on stage our 12 candidates for the 60th Miss Cagayan de Oro pageant.
Gia Bella Joyce Aranas, Barangay Kauswagan. Prexy Marata Albacete, Barangay Carmen. Shane Gwen Agcopra Makalungan, Barangay Kamamanan.
Charlene Shows Bato Bato, Barangay Gusak.
Melody Maglangit Lusterio, Barangay Lumbia.
Christine Awayan Kampion, Barangay Bulwa. Shades de Lara Caminos, Barangay Macabalan. Gwyneth Jemima Chan, Barangay Lapasan.
Francine L. Simon, Barangay FS Catanico.
Jane at Gok Ang Chi, Barangay Bulwa!
Francine Morshida Bueba, Barangay Makasandi. Rian May Mufar Gatwaban, Barangay Kamamanan.
Ladies and gentlemen, once more, your candidates for the 60th Miss Cagayan de Oro Pageant. Now, see them again live on August 2 for the preliminaries and August 23 for the coronation night. To our members and friends from the press, voting officially starts now. We've got our votes right now. They're very, very excited to throw in their votes. And before we end, I'd like to thank once more the Oro Fashion Designers Guild for our Mindanaoan-inspired and Mindanao-inspired gowns and Filipinanas this evening. Thank you also to Mr. John Steinman, professional makeup artist, for my look this evening. Ladies and gentlemen, again, this is the first public presentation of our candidates, and please support their Miss CDO journey by liking the Facebook page of Miss CDO 2025 to view their progress and of course to follow the updates on social media. Daghan kayong salamat, ladies and gentlemen. Again, voting officially begins right now. Who will be darling of the press? We'll know on August 23. This has been Grayan Mendoza Oraya. Daghan salamat, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, mga Cagayanos, and see you again on August 2 and August 23.
We would like to request the members of the press to do the voting for Darling of the Press right now. You may go to the registration table. After the voting, we shall do our photo op. Members of the press, you may now do your vote at the registration table.